Alright, we finished up some notes today. Intro to computers. Talking about information systems. So we did some work on the LMS today project, and then we talked quite a bit about e-commerce. The students gave up some very good examples, or talked about some good examples, and all the different ways that we manage money. We manage money using some electronics means. So tons of examples, and we should just be aware that businesses do it, business to business, business to customer, or customer to business is how probably most people list that. All kinds of things where the customer buys, does banking, and so forth with a business to business guy. You can imagine any large store that carries products, where they get their products from, the logistics of getting them there, and how they exchange the money for getting those products, and so forth. You can even have customer to customer. Maybe like eBay might be an example, Craigslist, and so forth, different ways. Or there are a huge amount of peer networks and different ways you can exchange money from one person to another electronically. I mean, as simple as being able to tap your phones and exchange money from one account to another. Okay? And all the new ways of buying things. So we talked about that. And then we finished up talking about artificial intelligence. We spent some time on robotics, all the different ways robots can be used, whether it's manufacturing, cleaning, vacuuming, painting cars, putting cars together, helping with surgery, cleaning up nuclear waste, etc., etc. We can design robots to do specific tasks for us that are either too dangerous by humans, or humans don't do as good a job because of the monotonous work or whatever it might be. And robotics. Robots nowadays, they can be made extremely small, or big, depending on what the task might be. And then we finished up the discussion as far as the outline is concerned with expert systems. We made the comparison. We said expert systems have a knowledge base. They have this whole array of knowledge that you might look at. And then we look for a way, we use an inference engine to go in and ask a question. Based on that answer, we either go this way or this way. And that is based on rules that make up the knowledge base. It's a different approach than a database. A database, we have maybe, if it's a relational database, we have all those tables. We create a query. It goes in and grabs the information from the different tables and brings it out, and now we have the information. We query the database, and it supplies us the information we want. A knowledge base, the inference engine queries us, and based on our answer, pulls the right knowledge out that we need. So it's a different approach. Simple example I use in class, your car won't start. Well, who's an expert in cars? Everybody's a little bit of an expert when it comes to cars, or they should be. And so somebody might say, well, does it make any noise when you turn the key? And what they're doing is they have a little bit of knowledge that says, if you say no, I turn the key and nothing happens. Okay, it takes them this route. And then they say, do the lights light up? I says, I notice there's no interior lights, there's no headlights, and no power whatsoever. So they come up with a conclusion. Well, you have some issue with the battery. The battery's dead, or it's corroded, not making contact, or whatever it might be. Now, if you would have said, yes, the lights work, and the engine makes a noise and stuff, then they go a different route. Could it be gas, could it be whatever. So it queries us based on our answer. It follows a rule to look at what's the next thing to query us. That's why they call it an inference engine. It's finding out information. The last example, you go to a doctor asks you some questions, the doctor has the knowledge base, he or she is the expert. based on your answer, they start to determine what direction they need to go if you have a health issue or not. Well, that's it for today.